The evening light is just hitting this so beautifully. Of course, it looks better in person. See the shadows? And it does in a camera. Hello, Mr. Robin. How are you? Are you going to talk to me? Or are you going to fly away? You're such a pretty robin. Oh. So, the day before yesterday, it rained really, really well. And so that allowed us to get out here and move mud around, which is easier to move than dirt. And so we made lots of progress. We've left this area open because we're going to get some more dirt because we want water to run away from the windowsill. And then we'll put cardboard here. Then we're going to transplant some hostas, but ferns are all planted. We have 4 of them. It's kind of raining a little bit right now. The fern we planted a couple weeks ago is doing really well. But after we plant hostas, then we're going to mulch it, and he won't have to mow in here anymore, and it will look nice. It kind of looks a little funky right now. But I'm so glad to be done with that hard part of moving dirt so it slants away from the house. As I had hoped, the purple poppy mallow is just filling this bed, and I love this plant. It's one plant, and it looks really good with the yellow. I don't know what that plant is. I need to figure it out. That was from my son's yard. The zinnias have not. A lot of them have died or been dug up by the squirrels anyway, but they're still small and they exist, so they're going to take off eventually. There's a crackling. So these are the early zinnias we planted really early, and only a few have survived, but it looks like something bit the flower right off. I'm going to have to trap some squirrels. This is still in the front yard. Here's some more zinnias that are from the early batch, but this one here is from the later batch, so hopefully they'll fill this bed. We're trying not to buy too many annuals, which is why I put another purple poppy mallow in here. Now this is the first year for this one, second year for that other one. So next year this should totally fill this bed in this area, and we won't have to spend money on annuals. I just realized my husband had this stand turned around backwards. I wonder how long it's been that way. But this was always in the front of the house at my grandparents'. It was black. I painted it white because I like everything white. Now I always put geraniums in here, and they always look great. Oh, the climbing rose is done. It's looking pretty sad. Tomorrow I will cut it. Today is Friday, June 5th. See, the purple poppy mallow even looks great from this direction. I did pick up a few annuals the other day. I put a couple in this pot. I thought the marigold with the yellow on the outside of the pot was cute. We have our very, very first banana tree leaf, though. I'm excited. That means the other ones are going to be coming. And zinnias in this bed are doing well. This is one of the hostas I think we're going to cut back. That one and this one to take around to the side bed. But this is Missouri primrose, and I'm still waiting for it to bloom. No signs of blooms. Zinnias are doing well. This is surviving well after I cut it back. Oh my God, there was a bird in there. I dusted this last night, because we were getting some eating on the leaves, and a couple nights ago I deadheaded it. You see we've got new growth coming out, so we'll have new flowers. It's got one left there. Ooh, whatever this is, we got a bud. So that's exciting. All the tulips have been cut back, and we had a whole bunch of zinnias in here, and now we only got a few left, but I think they'll be okay. This rose bush is getting ready to past its prime and need to be deadheaded. I also put some dust on it, but it was so pretty. It'll bloom again, always does. So this pot, you'll remember, or you can go back and look at past videos, had those beautiful tulips in it next to the chair. So the tulips are still in there to bloom again next year, but now it's been covered up with dirt and some annuals put on the top. That's why I had to go to the store. I had to put annuals in there. Look at the lilies. These are tiger lilies, authentic lilies. You know what authentic lilies look like because they are on one stalk, as opposed to the other kind of lilies that aren't authentic, that look like grass. I'll show you that in a second. Ooh, I may need to cut back the rosemary. Oh, whatever this is, it has buds on it. Oh, I was gonna cut back the lemon balm, and then it started raining. Now this over here is the other kind of lily. And you can see these, I think, have peach flowers. It's got some buds on it as well. So we'll be getting some color there. And all the hostas actually are going to be having some blooms soon too. You see how the stalks are sticking up. So, see, this just keeps getting taller and taller. That's the bee balm. When it gets above the fence, it's just too tall. But the lower ones are doing well that I cut off, and I think next year I just need to cut them off. Got a bunch of ditch lilies. Those are the grassy kind that are orange, getting ready to bloom back there. And these are still blooming well. They do bloom well for quite a while. I love the way this plant looks right now. But then it gets super tall and lanky and spreads out everywhere. Maybe I need to prop it up somehow. I deadheaded that rose bush. I need to get some dust on it to protect it. I didn't have my shoes on the other night when I did that. So this is a really pretty bed. Now you've got salvia. See, it's very pretty. And coreopsis. And purple poppy mallow, and some more coreopsis. Oh, look, there's another lily there. Now this coreopsis was my first one, not coreopsis, purple poppy mallow. And you see how big it is? It's going to keep getting bigger. You see how it fills that bed? So I almost put, it'll go to the left some more, and it'll go to the right some more. So I pretty much put almost nothing else in this bed, and I love that I don't have to spend, money on that. These are purple cone flowers. Some of those others might be too. And got a nice head on there. Got a new yard ornament from my husband's brother's place. He grabbed it. I said, hey, that would look great out in the yard. So we did put some more yellow marigolds in this bed because I'm having trouble with the zinnias. They keep disappearing. Like we had probably, 7 or 8 in here, and I only see 1 or 2 left. I think the squirrels are munching them. I did deadhead this one and cut it back as well. Nothing's eaten it yet. Can you believe that's like only 2 plants in there? And then it spreads. I don't know why people spend so much money on hanging plants when you can just buy a 6-pack and plant all of them. We did get a new rose bush. I said we needed rose color back here because there's no color back here. This is our only 2nd year for this bed. So it's still forming. And this one had a peach, salmon was the color of it. And so that will fill in nicely. We had to move a couple plants in order to put that there. Because when the roses were blooming in the other beds, there wasn't a whole lot in this bed. And I think I went and looked it up over here. Oh, look, some kind of lilies getting ready to bloom there. These things, I thought they might be pokeweeds. We are having trouble determining what they are, but we are now wondering if they are not sunflowers. Because we had sunflowers in here last year, and they could be coming up volunteer from seeds from what was there last year. See, there's some more. Walk over there. Got my girlfriend with me. No signs. So we're going to let them go for a little bit longer. This is getting ready to bloom. See that? Anyway, that's the tour for this Friday, and it's wet and rainy. But I'm glad to see here's a purple poppy mallow we planted back here to fill this bed. It just got planted this year as well. So next year will help so we don't have to buy annuals. There goes the girlfriend. So there's some coreopsis over here. That's real pretty. This has got buds on it, some sort of lily. We like to keep that so we can walk through there. But every night this week I've come out here and trimmed a little bit or something, and then last night we worked on the bed. And one of these days I'm just gonna relax and do nothing. But then again, I like working out here. Keeps me active. So it's Sunday, June 7th, and we have spent some of today scrubbing down and cleaning this fence. Also been hitting the stones that are slippery with more vinegar. That seems to work. And then here's the where we pulled hostas out of. You can see better if I back up. That used to come over into the gate, and then there's a patch missing right in the middle of this one. And we took them to the side bed project, and check it out. We got a $12 kiddie pool where our hot tub used to go, and it works out just great. We've got some tarps to put under it and over it for right now. So it's fun moving things around. But this is a fun little scene, and this willowing tree, the branches keep getting longer and longer going straight out. It looks kind of funny. We're waiting for it to get heavy enough to willow. But it's fun sitting in here. You see, we're supporting each other with guns. next to the water fountain. And it's in the evening time, but I absolutely love, can't see it with the evening sun, these tiger lilies. Look so great. There's our super sleuther. He's hunting snakes. What's in there, Tizzy? What's in there? It's really blowing the breeze. I always love when the flowers go over the edge. There's another lily blooming. The tiger lilies started blooming. There's a few here and there and everywhere. So there's tiger lilies over there blooming. Just beginning. I don't know if you can see it through the netting, but the broccoli, even the ones I cut off, are getting new shoots off of them. That's pretty cool. So the side bed is almost done. I worked really hard at it. Oh, it looks much better not in the sun. But the ferns and the hostas look great. Something is snipping the flowers of my zinnias right off before they get a chance to bloom. Side bed looks great. We're going to put some stones here so the mulch doesn't go away with any rain. But I think it looks great, our new bed. Lots of space to walk. We've got kind of a fern and then a hosta. Fern, hosta. And they're all different types. And a tree at the bottom.